and welcome to my channel. My name is Kaylee. I'll put that all here for you. My husband is Christopher. I've got a daughter called Winry, a son called Arden. He's peeping at me behind the camera. Do you want to say hello? Do a big hello.
Yeah.
Go on then. Oh, he's coming. You're coming round to say hello. Don't knock it off. That's my worry. Say hello. Do a wave. Having a drink. And we've got a puppy called Mopsy. You're getting a big girl now, aren't you? We live in the southeast of England, and I just thought, whilst I'm sitting here and it's nice and quiet, it's about 10:30. We've been out. Chris is off in the middle of the week, which is such a treat because he usually works 6 days, but he had, because if you work a Saturday you get a day off in a week, and instead of working it he had it off this week. And so you're home to do the garden, aren't you?
I am indeed.
Yes. And he's getting a barbecue ready. He's going to treat us and have a barbecue as well, so that's lovely. We've already been out. We got up really early and went out, and we went around the shop. So we've done our shopping for the week. We had, I took the children to that VE Day celebration, and I set aside £30 for days out money for this month, and it cost me £50 around that celebration. So £20 of my food money went on it. So I've had to like wiggle all the other bits of money for the rest of the month about for the food. But yeah, we did a £25 food shop this morning, so we've done that, which was good. You helped us as well, didn't you, Winry, with your trolley? In Morrison's they have little children's trolleys. But yeah, I just thought I'd show you the project that I've been working on, that I've got no business working on, and I've started it anyway. And then I filmed some very haphazard clips of me making my stitch markers, and so I thought I'll show you them in this video as well today. But yeah, so I made a crochet dress last year. I had this sort of time last year, I think it was, or maybe a little bit after. Anyway, I had a dress that I wore all the time when Arden was small, and then my body changed and it was too big for me. So last year I turned it into a crochet top. I took the top off and I put crochet squares here, and I did like a little corset back, and it was all lovely. But then just as I'd finished it, I went and had some surgery because I was in a lot of pain before that, and then I went and had this surgery, and then I wore the dress loads, and then my body changed again, and now it was too big again. And so yesterday I just cut it up. not nastily, like the bottom half of the dress I'm going to turn into a skirt, because it was a long dress, and it was a beautiful like cotton linen type material, and so I'm going to put a strip of fabric around the top, create like a channel for some pull strings. And so I'm gonna, I don't know whether I'll use elastic or just pull strings. I'm gonna have it so you can tie it above and it just kind of hangs over, you know, like the 60s kind of baby doll type thing. And I can wear that at the beach, but also if you then pull it down you can still wear it as a skirt. And the top I took off, and I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. I'm not sure, the crochet part of that, what I will do with it. I would really like a crochet top again, and yesterday I just thought I'm just going to start one. I've got so many things that I'm working on, but sometimes you just want something fresh and new, don't you? So that's what I did, and I worked on this yesterday. Now, I've used to watch TikTok compilations whilst I was like breastfeeding the children when they were younger, of people's crochet and knitting and all of those things, and they would always make those crochet like bralette things, and I used to think they're super cute, and oh, I'll never be able to wear them because my body had changed. And then yesterday I was like, I'm gonna make one. I had to stop there because Mopsy was squeaking. If they're squeaking, that's what it is. It's Mopsy playing with her cake. Yeah, so I just said I'm gonna make one. I can wear it in the garden. I don't have to wear it out and about, do I? Because they're quite revealing. But yeah, I started one anyway, and I thought they were really hard to work on, but they're not. You make a chain and you hold it, like I held it at like where the bottom of my bra would be, and then you chain it up to the center area of your breast. I don't know what words will flag up, you know, so I have to be careful. But yeah, so that's the chain there, and then you do one extra chain for turning, and then you just go down one side of your chain, and then you turn and you come back up, and then in this middle bit, the lady had it that you always crochet 3 in there. The lady had it that you always crochet 3 in there, but when I do it next, I'm gonna, instead of doing 3, I'm gonna do 2 with a chain in the middle. So it's like a double and then a chain and then a double, or if I do a single, I'm gonna do it like that. So then I've always got a center point. It's hard keep finding the center point. But yeah, so that's the top, how I've started it. So that's one of them done. And then I'll have like crochet bits underneath, and it'll have the cord that goes up. And I don't know, I think I might like do some like flowers and stuff. I'm not going to leave it plain like this. I'm going to do some flowers because I didn't really want it stripy, but I wanted to play around with like colours. But yeah, so I probably will put flowers on it and crochet some flowers, or maybe embroider some flowers with the crochet cotton. You know, like the thin cotton, I'm sure I've got some of that. But spot the difference. Can you spot the difference? I've got to pull this one back. I've got 1 row of the brown missing on this one compared to this one. So I've got to pull that back and add that extra row in. Yeah, so I'm going to sort that out. I've been working on my friend's hexicardie. That's getting to a point where it's really close. So I'm gonna crochet it, but in a tacking way, you know, like when you tack something together to try it on. So I'm just gonna crochet it really loosely together so she can try it on, because she's in a wheelchair, and so I don't know how long to have it, because obviously she's sitting down, she's not gonna want it like scrunched up too much at the back. So I think the best thing to do would be to try it on before I do anything else with it and see. So I will have to do that. I've got my stitch marker on. That's my Elmo stitch marker. That's Davina from Little Workroom Crafts. That's her Elmo. But I will be making some more stitch markers in different colours. I've got some at the moment that I've made. I've got like a lavender cat, a custard cat, you'll see in a minute, a spicy cat and a ginger cat. And once I've sold a couple, then I'll be able to buy some different coloured acrylic markers, because my acrylic markers that I use for the shrink plastic were just in the kit that I got for my birthday. And so once I've got a little bit of extra money, like if I sell some stitch markers, then I will treat myself and buy the bigger pack, and then I'll have loads of colours and I can muck around and play a bit more. Oh, but I'm making a very cute flamboyant chicken marker as well, but you'll see that another time. I've also been getting my frogs ready. I've got a bum frog on my Vinted, and I've also put it on my Ko-fi shop because I've never sold on Ko-fi. And I made these and with the intention of like doing, you know, like the churches, I don't know, you might not know, churches do like porch markets and you can sell things, and I was thinking about doing that, but no one ever got back to me about it, so I didn't. And so I thought, well, I can't just keep having all these bum frogs sitting around, and I found a very good home for this one. So this is going to go to a little girl that'll cheer her up, and then her brother, I don't know whether we're giving him this leggy frog or I've got another bum frog, it might go to him. So there's only one bum frog left at the moment, and that's the one that's on Vinted or Ko-fi, whichever place, if anyone wants to buy it. I don't know whether anyone will, but I like it's good to have them and you can give them as gifts. And so if anyone does buy it, I will treat myself to some more of this green yarn. I have to buy it because it's Aldi's So Crafty yarn. It's really, really nice yarn. I struggle with a Chanel yarn because it kind of like pulls about, whereas this isn't the same as Chanel yarn. I don't know how you would describe this yarn. I don't know, but it's not like that. It's in my head. I keep saying bath mat yarn. Like that's kind of how it feels to me. Like, but I don't know what the official term for it would be. I'm pretty sure bath mat yarn is not the way they advertise it. But yeah, so I've been getting them ready just in case. If he doesn't go, then it will be Bum Frog for both of them. And I've also started reading a new book. I'm still doing my crochet cardie. It's getting bigger and bigger. There's another one of my stitch markers, so that's my Henny one. But you'll see, I'll put the clips on of me being crazy and making my stitch markers. Oh, I might be able to show you my flamboyant chicken sketch actually. You'll see my books here. Doesn't she look lovely? I'm going to make some of them up. I've been sketching. And I'm reading a new book. My nanny had some books given to her. Someone gave someone in the family a big box of books so my nanny could look through, and if she wanted any, then she could have them at the beginning of the year. And so that's what we did. I think it was the beginning of the year. Unless it was like November time. Anyway, and lots of them were murder mysteries, and that wasn't her cup of tea. But I like a murder mystery, and when I saw this, I just thought, I've never read any, I'm not into like authors and, oh, that author does that. I have no idea about that sort of stuff. I just pick up a book, and if it sounds a bit interesting, or I'll read it. I like soppy love stories. One of my favourite ones is The Cornish Maid. I really enjoyed that one. That was a bit of a mystery. And then there was another one, a Cornish cream tea Christmas. I'm looking it up there. That was a nice one. And there was another one. There was another one about buying second hand and saving money, but I can't remember what that one's called. That's up there, but I can't read that from here. But yeah, so I don't just read murder mysteries is my point. I read like soppy love ones as well. My daughter bought me one called The Blossom Street Brides. Yeah, and I read that one. That one was good. And she got me another one as well. Oh yeah, you know, like soppy love stories. I read them. But I love murder mystery. I love Agatha Christie, Poirot stories, that sort of thing. I grew up reading Enid Blyton stories, so yeah, I like all sorts of stories. But this gripped me. And then I said to Chris, it's such a good story, Chris, and I made you read the first chapter, and you said it's really well written, isn't it? So yeah, I don't even look up the authors. I don't want to know nothing about them. I don't want to know their story. I don't want to know what people think about them. Just look at a book, and if it sounds interesting to me, then I'll read it. I've not long finished an audiobook, and I don't know, I'm struggling with my audiobooks at the moment. I'm getting it up for you so I can tell you which one it was. I can't find the book that I've just been reading. I'm halfway through The Midnight Library, but I'm not overly enjoying that one. It's not there. Oh, Chris found it. I'd archived it and then it completely disappeared off my purchases. But yeah, it was called Blink by K.L. Slater, like the letters K and L. Slater. A psychological thriller with a killer twist that you'll never forget. I kept getting fed up with it when I was listening to it. It's quite a good story. And it did have a twist at the end that I wasn't expecting. But all the way through, she kept taking things that weren't vitamins, that didn't belong to her. And yeah, it was just annoying, like, and talking about a little glass bottle, and all the time. It kept referencing that, and I don't know, it was getting on my nerves a bit. And it just felt very slow paced. It felt like I was having to listen for longer than I needed to, which was very annoying. But it's about a 5-year-old daughter, Evie, disappeared after leaving school, and the police have never been able to find her. No witnesses, no CCTV, and no trace. And she was alive. And you kind of knew that, like, from the beginning, it was kind of, you kind of was waiting for her to be alive. But yeah, it did have a twist at the end that I wasn't expecting. But I don't know, at the end I thought it was alright, but not as good as it probably could have been. I don't usually listen to things like that. I gave it a try, and now I know. Yeah, so I'm going to read this one and see what I think of that. So that's 2 things I have no business doing that I'm doing. Making a crochet top when I've got 100 things on the go, and starting a new book. I was reading my Agatha Christie Sinister Spring book, but I know a lot of the Agatha Christie stories, and so although it's lovely to read them, it's not gripping at the moment because I kind of know what's going to come. So yeah, it's nice to have a new to me story, and it's nice to have a new project on the go, isn't it, always? But I'll leave you now, and I'll put in the clips when I was making the stitch markers, and some different clips of us. I think you would have had that already, of us out and about and whatnot. But I hope you have a lovely day with what you're doing. Let me know if you're reading any books, and or what genre of books you're reading. You mustn't ever spoil people's stories though, must you? But yeah, if you're reading a book and it's a good one, or what genres you're into, do you just jump about and pick a book based on how it sounds? Because I like doing that. But yeah, let me know, and I'll see you again soon. Bye. Hello. I feel like I'm featuring in Doctor Who today. I love Doctor Who. But you remember that episode? It's like, you might not know. You might not be a geek. Are you my mummy? That makes me think of. Don't know whether I'll include that bit. I'm looking for my glasses though, because I have to fully kit myself up. I don't know why I'm taking that outside. It needs to stay in here. Right, come on, let's go look. We're out in the garden. And here in my shed is where I do the stuff that you can't breathe in indoors part of making my charms. Yeah, so I have a heat-proof silicone mat. This came as a kit, and this is a squidger, because you have to squidge the shrink plastic, and this is to stop it running away, because it does run away. This is part of a garden toy that my mum bought for Winry. It was like a wooden garden toy, and then the bees, you popped them in the back, but she left it on the floor after they were being bees and eating my sandwiches with their little wasp. I think they were being wasps and eating my sandwiches. They left it on the conservatory floor, and Mopsy got it. But that little end bit there is perfect for when I need to spread out my resin. So that makes it easier for me to hold as well, because I tend to drop things very easy. So yeah, that's ergonomical, that is. So I'm holding on to that. But I need my glasses. Thought I'd show you all the charms that I've been working on. But I can't do anything unless I find my glasses. I found them. This is how I have to dress. This is how I make the charms. Oof, looks a bit much, don't it? Should have taken the glasses off first. I'll show you the charms though. I'm using the lid of the children's Duplo set, because this is perfect for popping the charms in. Right, so I've made a load up. I've made some hold on, let me take this off my neck, that's really hard to talk. There we go. I've made some loaf cats. Oh, go on then, door's open. Some loaf cat charms I'm going to make. This is my custard cat. lavender cat, spicy cat, and ginger cat. I haven't got many cat colours. And then here, bum frog. I love making the bum frog, so I made some bum frog stitch markers. That's my Henny. That was a emotional support crochet chicken that was made for me, and I've made her in a variety of colours as charms because I love Henny. And these are all that I'm going to go out and shrink in a minute. And these are the pens you use, the acrylic markers. It came as a kit. Look at all these lovely Hennies. Bum frog, bum frog. These are all my drawings. No one else's designs, just mine. And then I've made loads of teacups as well. I'm going to try and put 2 of each colour into my shop. I'm going to use my Ko-fi as my shop. I've decided. I'm not going to use Folksy. It's just, there's a big long form to fill in and it felt a bit faffy. And Etsy was very faffy. So. Oh, this one's mine. I'm going to see how that one turns out. The window looks a bit haunted because I went a bit dodgy, but that's just a tester one for me. Oh, I love all the Hennies though. Right. And this last pink one at the bottom. A fire Henny, it does. I love this one. Pink and green and yellow and blue. We need to take them outside and shrink them now. So, you might not be able to hear me, but I don't need to wear my goggles until I do the resin. But when I use the resin, I have to use both. I'd rather be safe than sorry. I'd rather look like an absolute ninny than hurt myself. So I just use all the equipment that Chris got me. So, put my mask on. Because I have noticed that when I shrink the plastic, it does give me a headache. And that's not a good sign, is it? Heat gun. I'll try and show you what I'm doing. There you go, can you see? Shrunk it right down. So, let's find one. So there's the before and after for you of how they shrink. Teeny tiny. And then I have to put resin on that. And I have to put gloves on as well before I do the resin. That's the other part of my kit. I've just ordered this pack of resin. It's a 2-pack for a tenner on Amazon. I get everything from Amazon because I live in the middle of nowhere. And nowhere's close. So, yeah. So I need to coat that with resin and that'll harden in the sun. And then that'll be a really cute stitch marker. Let's do some more and then I'll come back. I'm about halfway through. You can see they are coming out adorable. These are the ones I've got left to do. I'm just letting this cool for a bit because I've done quite a few in a row. It's made it quite hot. But oh my gosh, they're so cute. I love them. I'm pleased with them so far. Let's show you one more Henny. Ah, so cute. You've just come home from work, haven't you?
Yeah.
So I'm going to not do any more now. I was going to do the resin, but as soon as you're home, I'm going to go and sit with you.
Yeah, done quite a few, to be fair.
Yeah.
They're all very, very cute.
Yeah, they're all in there now. All the ones I've made up.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put them in Kofi.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Chickens.
Yeah, the henny ones are so cute, aren't they? I really like the loaf cat ones.
Good colours as well, aren't they? Yeah, the loaf cats are fucking adorable.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't swear. Thank you for not swearing.
Almost.
It's the next day now. Fresh washing's out. I don't know how much you can hear me, but the first lot are curing in the sunshine. This is my new resin. I've got lots more to make. But hopefully by the time you see this video, they'll be ready to go. This is all the washing that I'm putting away. And I've already put some away. That's baby cloves over there. That when I'm got the energy, I will sort through. But yeah, that's a lot of washing, and I've put some away. Do you know why it's a lot of washing? All of this is mine, and I will lay it all out, put it all in piles. I'll put Chris's away, I'll put the babies away, and then I think, oh, I can't be asked for mine, and then I just pile them up and stick them back in one of these baskets. It was in the toy car just now, all my clothes, and I've got to put them away. Why don't I put my own ones away? Terrible, aren't I? I was umming and ahhing about selling her Rainbows uniform, but I'm going to sell it. She's not choosing to pull them out of her drawer, and there's no point me leaving them in there when she's not pulling them out. So yeah, I'm washing the bits up. These are all clean, and then I've got to photograph them, putting them onto Vinted at some point. And this is her old jumper from when she was a little girl. I'm going to turn that into a pillow. I filled this up. This was free. It's beautiful. Got this for free on Facebook Marketplace. And it's got all the winter stuff in, like all hats and gloves and jumpers. And it's got our denim jackets in. Actually, I need to pull them out. I could pull them out once I've got through this. It's not even that bad. Like, it's not. I just got to get on with it. But I'd rather do anything else but, which is why I thought, oh, I'm going to go and do some of them charms. Oh, come on, it's not that hard. Let's get going. As you can see, I've made a dent in it. And then this is what happens. It goes very, very quiet downstairs. And then I abandon this because I need to know what they're up to. I once just carried on putting the washing away, and they emptied out a whole pot of Sudocrem. Luckily it wasn't completely full, but it destroyed the rug, pillows, clothing, and lots of books. So yeah, I'm so close as well. Like, this looks worse than it is. Them baskets are empty. I've just got a bag to go downstairs, some washings piled on top. These will take me a second to put away, and then it's just dresses basically. It looks worse than it is now, I think. But I'm gonna have to go find out what's going on. Well, I needn't have worried. They've made some chairs because they're camping at the moment. This is their tent. You can see in here they've got their toys in there, and they're doing number blocks games, so it's just some maths games. The charms have cured very nicely. I don't know why I said that in a weird way. They have cured very nicely in the sunshine. It's good to do it when the sun's out. I really like these little ones. They're exceptionally cute, aren't they? Oh, well, there's the first lot done anyway. I have done loads of washing today. On the line I've got, that's all the towel washing, or sparrows are having an argument. Yeah, I've done the towel washing, 2 loads of light washing, and 1 load of dark. I've had a very good day getting washing done. So this is the trouble. I taught myself out of putting the other bits away. It wouldn't take 5 seconds, but oh, I'll do it when Chris gets home, and then I won't have to worry about what's going on down here. There's a before and after for you of what they look like side by side. I think they're lovely once they've got that resin on. I don't know, yeah, you can see got this nice bump to them. And then this is how they look on the back. I'm very pleased with them. I really like my bum frogs. And when the charms have their resin on, they now come up here into the craft room. There we go. Oh, they look lovely, don't they? Well, I think they look lovely. You might not. And I actually have been making some stitch marker sets. So I've made these with the intention of their for lace, like shawls and things like that. I thought I had another one of them. Oh, I do over here. Yeah. So they're some shawl marker sets, like place markers. And then I'll just show you the other ones I've been making. I like that one. That one's got a church on. I didn't know how to attach these at first. Bit of petal. And I've sussed it now. I've sussed how to use these because they're not actually charms. I've just turned them into charms. Another one. I like that button stitch marker in that one. This is one I've made. I made the donut myself out of polymer clay. Over here. This is my little polymer clay stuff. I was trying to make these chocolate frogs, and at the time it wouldn't work, but it will now. Now I've got some resin, I'll be able to make chocolate frogs if I choose to. I have these as well, which are so cute. But yeah, and then this is one of the first cakes that I ever made. And I was practicing, so it's quite chunky. I love making these as well, and I will definitely be making some of these. But I think I need to, I don't know whether I want to coat them in resin because I don't want them super shiny, but I think I need to use resin to keep the little screws in. I love this cake. And I thought I did really well with that. I was pleased with that one. Yeah, I need to finish these. Like this frog, I love it, but I won't use it because I'm worried about it breaking. So I'm going to coat that in resin, and that should be okay for me to use again then. What else have I got? There's another one. Got some bounty markers. Got this lovely blue one, a lovely yellow one, and I think that's it. It's just chaos over there. We won't look at that bit. Now go on, you can have a look. It's just chaos. These are my little people. She's got a box of chocolates down there that she hides, and I made him. I like making him. Look, she's very shy. Come on, come out. I made the box of chocolates that she's got. And then he's my little friend. He's a bit shy as well. But I love him. I love his little ears. And his eyes are glass beads. I just don't get enough time to come up here. But now they've got their tablets, it feels like I might get a bit more time. Which would be nice. Be nice to be up here more. They're not fighting. It got to the point where they were very destructive and fighting because they were sensory seeking. But them tablets seem to be satisfying them sensory needs. Sorry, as I was finishing the sentence I thought, oh, I should really, now I know they're safe, go and put that washing away. But I also want to turn these into a charm because I want a bum frog on my knitting. So I'm going to do that. Terrible, aren't I? I made myself 3 in the end. I am going to do the washing, I promise. I'm going to go do it now. See all the crochet blankets. This one Grandad made, this one Grandad made, this one my mum made, this one my late Nanny Faye made. This is a beehive, like a bee one my mum made, all the honeycombs. That's not handmade. This is a Halloween one that my Grandad made. I bought this one and I bought this one at Boot Fair. My mum made this shawl. My Grandad made this. He asked me what colour I wanted and I said grey, and he hated every second of it and told me about it. My late Nanny Faye, I got that from her. I don't know if she made it though. My Grandad made this one. My Grandad made this one. I made this one that's knitted and crocheted. My Grandad made this one. My mum made this one. My mum made this one. My mum made this one and this one. That one was gifted to us. This one, my nanny had it commissioned for my little girl. This one my mum made, and this one, I don't know, I think that might have been a gift as well, or I bought it. I'm not sure about that one up there. Yeah. They're nice, aren't they? I've got my nanny's tablecloths and linen things there. I had to get rid of a lot of them because there's so many. It's not super tidy in here though, is it? Doesn't need to be, because you just do that. And as long as it locks, job done. And the Queen lives in my bedroom. The soldier looks like he's had a bit of a night though. There we go. Waving at me as I come in. My wardrobe is once again full of dresses. Isn't it lovely to have your summer dresses out? They look fuller than they are because in there is an IKEA. Well, it's not. It's a Amazon one, but you know what I mean. One of them cube units, and that's what's holding on to all my cardies and that. So they floof out at the bottom a bit. Oh, I'm excited to see them all. Hello. In a different place, aren't I? This is my mum's house. She's just given me a doodle book that she's bought off Amazon, and I thought I'd show it to you. There's Mopsy by my feet, as always. And here's her book. Very sweet. They're iron-on ones. Winry's in the corner, you can hear her playing. Yeah, very sweet little doodles. I thought I'd show you because how cute is he? Very, very sweet indeed. I've got my GG bag with me because I'm going to work on my Ella socks. Done all the colour work in this one now. Now I've found that purple yarn. And so I'm going to sit here. Mum's going to make some lunch for us. And then we're going to go up Nan's and see Grandad, because he's up there obviously by himself. And we're going to give him the pillow that we had made. And I've brought my crochet to show him as well, because I think he shall like it. And so these stitch markers, I've actually wondered whether I might get in trouble for drawing them, because copyright things these days are so different, aren't they? I don't know. I don't want to get in trouble and it be a copyright issue. So I might change how they look, and I might give the ones I've made, I've emailed the lady that makes them, the emotional support chickens. Now mine is Henny. I've just drawn my Henny, but I understand that might be a problem. So we'll see what they say. But if I don't hear back from them, then I think I'm going to give away the ones I've made, and I've already got some new ones made a little bit differently, so there shouldn't be a problem. I don't want to get in a hassle with copyright and stuff like that, but yeah, I still love them. That's how it's looking so far. Absolutely gorgeous. And so this is Pink Bear. This is one of the Cornwall yarns that I got. This is the Turkish Delight one that I got. This is one that was given to me by Sharon, and this is Jemima. And then I've just mixed in, I got from Sharon, for my birthday, I got a bag full of different coloured scrap balls, and they're just perfect for this. So I'm getting to the point though that one scrap ball doesn't go around both. So for instance, this one didn't. So can you see it's different there? So I did, I think, four edges, and then the last two edges I had to do with this green colour. Minry's just down there doing her colouring. She's been getting all the bits out over there from the box. And she's on her colouring. But I thought I'd take this up and show Grandad because he's not doing much crochet and things. So it might cheer him up to have a little look. Oh, I do love my Henny stitch marker. He makes me laugh. Oh well. It looks like Cinderella.
It is.
Beautiful. We just found this. Mopsy's having a look. This is one of the things I've made. It's a little hamster. Isn't she so cute? Made with some scrap yarn. As always, everything I make is with scrap yarn, isn't it? She got a flower as well. Hold on. There you go. There's the flower. I just made that up because I thought she looked like she needed a flower. And then I put some scrap fabric as the bow.
To try and find me.
Embroidered her eyes, but she's got safety eyes in there as well, and a very cute nose. She's nice. She's so cute.
Find me, Nana. I'm hiding somewhere near.
Cheese! Oh! Cheeky monkey.
That's your picture.
That's my nanny, and that's me. And that's my mum, and that's my brother. One of them. There was more after this. Yeah, that's me when I was little. There's my dinner made by Mum. Not for Mopsies. We're at Grandad's at the moment, and I just thought I'd show you these. Grandad always has beautiful flowers in his garden. The children are just watering his flowers. And this is one that me and Chris planted. It's actually very deadly. It's a poisonous plant. But it's very beautiful. It was teeny tiny when we first put it in, and then it got damaged by the storm twice. But it's grown up very well. Oh, you do it so lovely. Hello. Oh, I'm so hot and red. You'll have to excuse me. But I just wanted to say I've had an email back from the Knitting Tree, which is Annette, who makes the emotional support chicken. A lovely lady messaged me from that place, and she said it's fine for me to sell these. So yay! I have so much fun making them, and I just think they're lovely. So they're going to be my Henny charms on my Ko-fi, because that's what my Henny's called. She's over there. You'll have to excuse me, I'm in my nightie. It's a very hot day. We've just come back from granddad's, the children. You probably would have seen, we've been watering the flowers and that for him for today. But oh, it's so hot out there, so we're chilling out now. Yay, I can sell them. That's good.
I just wanna go out on a walk with you. Baby, you know I just like to talk with you.